hello everyone. Welcome to the What I Was Doing While I Was Dead vlog for 2022. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you may be watching this. Hello, I am of course your host, LL117. If you don't know what this series is, every year I take a break from YouTube, not production-wise, but uploading-wise. I take about like 2, sometimes 3 months off of uploading. Back on track, it's a break for me for the holiday, for the new year and Christmas and all of that, but then I start production on the latest round of videos that'll start airing around, April or May time, and while that happens, I vlog the entire experience of what I was doing while I was dead, because while you're not uploading on YouTube, you are pretty much considered dead. So, here I am. Today is January 5th. Book of Boba Fett dropped tonight. Hope and I are going to watch that at her house because we've committed to watching that show together. It sucks because I can't see her until the evenings, so I have to wait. She has to wait to watch the show. We both really enjoy it so far. Watching the pilot a couple of days ago. I almost said weeks, like the show's been out for a while. This is only episode 2, but I'm liking it so far, and ever since I saw Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters last year, look at me talking like last year was so long ago. It was like a few days ago, if you really think about it. That movie was so good, and it really just re-energized my love of comic books, that I've been on a real vintage comic book kick as of late. These last couple of days, I've gone to pretty much every comic book store in my area, in my general realm of existence here in Louisville, Kentucky, and I've bought something at pretty much every stop that I've been to. All vintage comic book stuff. I don't know what it was about that movie specifically that reignited my love of the vintage Marvel comic book runs, but I'm really getting back into it as of late. So far, I picked up the Marvel Milestone reprint of Amazing Spider-Man #1. Read that. It was beautifully corny because it's from the 60s, and I loved it. I have the Marvel Milestone reprint of Tales of Suspense #39, first appearance of Iron Man, which I intend to read at some point in the next couple of days. I actually just started the Iron Man storyline called Demon in a Bottle. I think it's 9 issues from the first run of Invincible Iron Man. It's like issue number 120 through 128, I think, that's collected in the trade paperback that I have. And that's one of Iron Man's most famous storylines, so I'm excited to give that a read. I read the first issue of that the other night. He fights Namor, which I thought was funny, because Namor's kind of a joke in the comic book realm. He's like Marvel's Aquaman, I guess. And I have some other vintage stuff. I got some vintage Avengers stuff, some Captain America stuff. I don't know, I really have this insatiable hunger for more vintage comic books, and that's why today I just got off work a little while ago, so I'm going to another, technically it's not really a comic book store, I guess. It's more of a vintage toy shop that I don't really go to all that often, but the last time I was in there, the guy that runs it had some like 5-6 long boxes just full of vintage stuff, and he was like, yeah, those are $1 a piece. And me being stupid back then, I didn't get any, so I'm gonna see if those still exist today, and you guys are going along with me, so let's go. Well, there were no comic books. There was nothing. Not a thing. Not one book anywhere in that place. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, considering the last time I was in here was over 6 months ago, and the whole place had been reorganized and such, so I guess it makes sense they wouldn't be there anymore. I was just surprised, though. You saw in the footage earlier that the part that should have had the comic books was all Hot Wheels cars. I don't know if Hot Wheels is like a big collecting market or whatnot. I'm not personally into it, but apparently a lot of people like Hot Wheels, because there were a bunch of Hot Wheels brand new in the box just sitting on the shelf. They did have a lot of Star Wars merch, I'll give them that though. They had a very nice selection, and I'm sure if you had a very large budget, which I do not have right now, not in the slightest, you could probably make out like a bandit there. They had a lot of new sealed stuff. It was actually pretty cool to see so much Star Wars merchandise on one shelf from the early 90s and the early 2000s and such. A lot of Phantom Menace carded figures, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, that era. Lot of stuff there, and it's a cool place, cool to walk in. A little bit claustrophobic. It's a little cramped in there because they utilize the space very well, and they definitely have a very good selection. I just wish that, one, their comic books were back, because that's what I went in there for, and there wasn't any, so I'm a little bit disappointed on that front. But I also wish that their prices would come down just a smidge. Like, I bought most of my loose 3 3/4 inch figures from Game Exchange because they only charge like 99 cents per figure, which I think honestly is worth it in the long run. Like 99 cents, I'd pay probably $2-3 a figure, honestly, if they were in good condition. But see, that's the thing about the condition. That's where this place kind of screws with you just a little bit, because they have good condition loose stuff, but it's $7-8 a piece. And the bad condition stuff, like they had several figures in there that were missing limbs, didn't have accessories, were in just really poor shape, that were like, hey, these are $2 a piece, these are $3 a piece, which would be a good price if they were in good condition, but they weren't. So that kind of stuff, probably throw that in the landfill, because no one's going to buy that. I did not realize that I have not recorded a bit of footage for this vlog in like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. I last recorded on, was it like January 6th or 7th? And today's the 18th, so hello. I kind of forgot I was doing this, but here I am. I'm back. Well, back in quotation marks, because this will just be the next clip in the vlog. I don't know why I like say like, oh my gosh, it's been forever since I recorded for this, but it's gonna be all a linear thing, so I don't know why. I just got an allergy shot, which I get regularly because my allergies are terrible, especially this time of year. So my arms hurt like crazy now because I don't know what it is. It's not from the needle going in, because I barely feel the needle. It's the serum that they put in. It's like a mix of stuff that I'm it's a mix of medicine and stuff that I'm allergic to, and they put it in my arms, one in each arm, and it just makes my arms feel like there's a huge like ball in it or something. I don't know how to describe the feeling. They hurt. They burn and they hurt. But it's gonna help my allergies get better. So I do that every week, once every week. So now I'm gonna go to Walmart because I am out of food. So this is the most stocked that I have seen vintage collection stuff in like forever. Like they've even got the carbonized exclusive Moff Gideon. More Moff Gideon up here. Oh, they got the armor back there. This is, I mean, we're moving in the right direction. Who wouldn't want a little Pop Blue in their life? I don't know. And then they've also got all of these multiverse figures, which I'm not a... This line's okay. I mean, I don't read a lot of DC stuff, so I have no idea what the demon is from. This Wonder Woman looks absolutely atrocious. Designed by Todd McFarlane. He should probably get off of his weird high that he's on when he designs these characters. Cyborg. I like the DC multiverse stuff. You know, I've got Kami Superman because I think that's hilarious. And then, I don't know about these. These, what are these? Are these McFarlane? Yeah. Okay, I got real quiet there for a second because some dude was literally right behind me, like watching me as I was recording. Like, dude, obviously I'm a weird dude talking to his phone. Like, come on, man. Can't you tell? But I was talking about those Avatar figures. They look decent, but I don't know, there's just some animated stuff that doesn't translate well into 3D. For example, the Simpsons line from Playmates. Those translated well into 3D. The McFarlane toys for Avatar. Zuko looks pretty good, but Aang's face is too animated. And then somehow I wandered into the non-existent Thomas section. I mean, this is everything. They've got a whole case of these Thomas and James 2-packs. And then there's this like rainbow colored Thomas, regular Thomas, and then like, I mean, this is it. They've got, well, this is open. And they've got one of these sets, Talking Thomas and Percy. Same thing up there. They got a couple of them back there, but this is it. Oh, they've got some Duchesses down there. But this is pitiful. In short, my short review of the Thomas and Friends section at Walmart is absolutely pitiful. It makes me sad, too, seeing that, because I can remember, like, even just a few years ago, coming to Walmart and still seeing, like, a decent amount of Thomas stuff. Even though the merchandise, it was on its way downhill at that point, but it was still cool to find it, you know, and now it's just like, there's just nothing. Okay, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I have to see it in live action, though, during the movie to really, like, decide if I like that design for the Batmobile, but that is a cool set. I swear, every single time I have any kind of food up here, this one and this one always come up here and try to get their hands on something. What are you doing, Rosie? Hey, what are you doing? Do you think you're going to get a fry? I ate all the fries. I gave you all fries. I gave you 3 fries each. They're all gone. They're all gone. You are literally still here. And now there's your sister. Rosie, it's gone, Rebel. Hey, there are no more. There's no more. There's no more. What you are smelling is the residual smell from the bag. Okay, they're just going to continue to mosey around the room. There's my student ID. Let's not show that. So I went to a flea market yesterday that I forgot to film and show you all. But technically it's not a flea market. It's called a peddler's mall. It's like people set up booths and they sell stuff. I guess it's like a flea market, but it's called a peddler's mall. Why don't you guys let me know down in the comments if you have flea markets or peddler's malls or both in your area, and we can determine what they're really called. Anyway, they had some cool stuff here, all of it for super cheap. There's this this PC demo sampler for some old Nickelodeon games. When I grew up, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, and SpongeBob, they were like the Holy Trinity for me. These were like my favorite shows when I was a kid. So to get a sampler disc with demos of 3 of their games on there, I mean, this would have been a dream of mine back when I was a kid. This was like $1. This one still has its price sticker on it. Cranky Bugs. I don't plan on keeping this. I'm trying to sell more on my eBay store to kind of build up my profile on there, and I list stuff pretty frequently. So if you guys want this Cranky Bugs, it'll probably still be in my eBay store when this video comes out. But you see I paid $1.88 for it. It's in beautiful shape. So yeah, it doesn't have its pamphlet or anything. I found 2 of these. Trouble on the Tracks. I can't say that this is the big box version, because technically it's not. It's like a mini box version. I don't know if there was a larger box for this that this game was released in, but it's like a DVD-sized box. Like if you see here, I compare it to Cranky Bugs. It's a little bit bigger than a DVD, so I call it a medium-sized box, and I found 2 of them. So here's the other one. So one of these I'm keeping for myself. The other one, I'm actually going to reveal these on January's live stream, but you guys will see this. Well, you're kind of seeing this first, but you're also going to see it second because this video is coming out later. But I'm going to list one of these on my eBay store for an auction, and you guys can bid on it if you want. If the auction is over by the time this video comes out, let me know if you were the winner. But one of them I'm keeping for my personal collection and such. And then because I'm a Winnie the Pooh fan and I want my kids to grow up on the classics, I got this New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh VHS tape, King of the Beasties. I don't know much about this show. I didn't watch it when I was younger. I think it was off the air by the time I came around. But but it's cool. I'm going to capture it with my video capturing software, OBS, and then put it on my little media server for my children one day. So that's fun. And then here's another VHS tape, Spider-Man versus the Daredevil. I guess it's Daredevil versus Spider-Man. I think this is like the 90s cartoon series for Spider-Man. I bought it because it has a bonus 1966 classic episode on it, and that show is hilarious because of the bad animation quality. Plus, if I ever don't want it, I paid 29 cents for it, so if I want to sell it on eBay or something, I'm definitely going to make a profit off of it. But it's all there, so that's fun. So yeah, this stack of stuff, and I should also say that I got a PS2 game there, Gran Turismo 4 for 49 cents. So this entire stack, including this, cost me about $7. That's insane for flea markets. Go to flea markets, y'all. Go to peddlers malls, Goodwills. You can find some good stuff there. My parents laugh at me because I like to thrift now. But seriously though, you can find a lot of cool stuff there that you can both keep and also sell on eBay. Also, another thing I forgot to show you guys. I went to Game Exchange last night and I found the Punisher game from 2004 or something on the OG Xbox. You can see I paid $25 for it. Now you might be thinking, hey, that's a little bit much for an OG Xbox game, but guys, this game on this platform sells for 35 to 40 over on eBay right now. People are upcharging for this, and I don't know why. I think maybe because seem to remember there was some controversy about this game in European countries or something, but it did get a full release over here in the United States. Obviously, it's rated M, for obvious reasons because it's the freaking Punisher. But this is a personal grail piece for me. I've always wanted to play this game. Don't try to get the PS2 version because it's $60 as opposed to $40 on the Xbox, and the Xbox is a more powerful console than the PS2. So yeah, I'm really hyped up to be able to do a Let's Play on this game right now. I know it's probably going to be terrible. I shouldn't have my expectations so high, but man, I'm so happy to have the Punisher in my game collection now, and for relatively cheap. And this hasn't been, or it hadn't been on their shelves long. You can see the date down there, 1/19/22. I'm recording this on January 21st, so I bought this last night. So this game had been on their shelf for a day because $25 is too cheap for this game. Sorry, Game Exchange, but you gave me a deal. So I'm happy to have this game now, and I can't wait to do a Let's Play on it. You guys ever find driving at night very therapeutic? I don't know what it is about it, but it's so quiet, that everybody's asleep for the most part, and you're just out here, or at least I'm out here just patrolling the streets. I don't know what it is about it. It kind of resets my mind. Just a good drive out at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. That would really if I could do that all the time, that would really just reset my mind all the time. Alright, so it's Saturday. I don't have much to do today. I'm probably going to go over to Hope's house later tonight. But right now I'm capturing some roly-poly VHS footage. I captured one yesterday, and now I've got 2 more left in my stack. Which, if you didn't know, my stack is over here on my original Sylvania VCR. My combo unit died on me The VCR part of it completely just crapped out a few weeks ago. So now I'm pulling this bad boy out again. Because it still works for now. But I am going to have to get a new machine at some point. But here's the VHS I'm capturing. I found this at a flea market for like 30 cents. So that's fun. And then I've got all these. I'm not sure if I'm going to capture this full thing. I know I'm going to capture that. This I got for Hope on our anniversary a few months ago, and I told her I was going to capture it, and now I'm just getting around to it. That's necessary for the archive project, and then those down there. These I've already captured, and I'm going to be selling them on eBay, along with Ninja Turtles 2, which I have in a bag behind me. So yeah, this is what my process looks like here. I've got my little dog here that Hope got me for Christmas. He looks like my old dog Max, who passed away a few years ago. So I keep him around here because he's so cute. Alright folks, I just got out of Half Price Books. I like flew in there because they close at 7 now, unfortunately, and it's 7:03 right now. I went in at about 6:50, so they were going to close in 10 minutes. And oh my gosh, I'm so happy I went in there because I found some pretty cool stuff. I'll have to show y'all when I get to a red light here, but I was browsing for one thing. I've been getting back into 3D because Hope has a 3D TV in her basement. We watched Tangled last night in 3D, and it looks beautiful. So I brought Force Awakens over tonight. We're going to watch that in 3D. But one 3D Blu-ray I've heard is really good is Avengers. I've never had that on 3D. Never had a reason to have it because I don't have a 3D TV. Went to Half Price Books specifically looking for it. I keep burping as I'm trying to talk. It's disgusting. I found it though. It's hard to see. I'll have to show you when I get to the house. But I found it with its slipcover, lenticular slipcover, so that's cool. And bonus, it has the little bonus disc. The Target exclusive bonus disc, it's got it in there. I don't know why that's in there. I think the slipcover was different for the Target version. Both the versions that were there had the lenticular slipcover, and I grabbed the one with the Target exclusive bonus disc in it. So I was like, yeah, that's cool. Been looking for that disc for a long time. I found it, and now I find it again. That's crazy to me, man. That I found that disc twice, and I've been looking for that for the past like 5 years. I went out tonight because Hope needs batteries for her Xbox controller, and she can't go get batteries right now because she's actually got the Rona. So I have to go out and get it for her because I'm fine. I'm immunized. I can pretty much go wherever. So yeah, going to Target right now and getting batteries. But holy crap, y'all! I just picked up like 7 $2 clearance out PlayStation games. Unfortunately, some of them don't have manuals. I kind of just grabbed them and ran because it was like 4 minutes to the store closing, and I was looking in the clearance video game section, and I was like, I'll show you one of them. The one that I saw on top, oh, where is it? It was this game right here, Railroad Tycoon, and I was like, I like railroads, why not? And I saw it was $2, so I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I keep looking, and I see like 10 PlayStation titles. Granted, most of them don't have manuals. They're not in their OG cases. They're in regular CD cases, but like they've got part of the artwork here. So I was like, shoot, man. So I just start grabbing. I grabbed the stuff that I liked. There's like a Rugrats game in there. That's for Hope. There's like a Flintstones bowling game. I pretty much grabbed all that they had, except I think I left a Medal of Honor game because I don't really care about that series. But I'm like, holy crap, man! I have not found a game find as good as that in a long time. But I'm going to take you all on the journey of actually cleaning them and testing them when we get to Hope's house here in a little bit. Alright, so after a little project fixing this Xbox controller, which basically consists of cleaning a contact in one of the battery compartments, now I've got to clean these PlayStation games. So here's Rugrats.
Why are you vlogging?
Because this is what I was doing while I was dead. Why are you?
You dead like a million years ago.
Why are you not vlogging, huh?
Because I have COVID.
Wah! Then you don't get this game. People without COVID get PlayStation games. So you can see, it's not a manual. I'm pretty sure the previous owner of this, I think these were rental copies, because this is a Blockbuster, like, protective seal over the top of it. And I think Blockbuster probably just ripped the front cover off of a manual and put it into a generic case to sell it. I'm not sure, though. They could have. But I know for a fact that this disc did come from a Blockbuster, because it's got this little seal on top of it. And I just dropped it. I promise you guys I'm better at handling these things. So it does have some top scratches on it. I don't know. It probably will work. We're going to find out. I mean, if not, I'll just take it back. You know, it's pretty easy to do so. But I'm going to clean up all of these and see if they work or not. So, Rugrats. Y'all already heard about Railroad Tycoon. Another one without a manual. The Flintstones Bedrock Bowling. This just looked like a fun time. This one, not a manual. Star Wars The Phantom Menace. I have this game on PC, but I don't have it on PlayStation, so that's fun. This does have a manual, so that's surprising. This South Park game, I'm the most skeptical on if it's going to work or not, because if I show you all here, it's very hard doing this with one hand. Look at that. What happened to this? What happened to this disc? It's like the top of it is completely gone, but underneath it's kind of the same story as the rest of these. A lot of top scratches, but nothing that's like deeply penetrating or anything like that. So that's one I'm most skeptical on if it's going to work. Tomb Raider 3, it's got a manual. And then The World Is Not Enough. This one doesn't have a manual, I think. I don't think it does. No, that one's the same story as the other ones. So yeah, let me get those cleaned up. Alright, so I booted World Is Not Enough. So far it's working fine. I've tested Tomb Raider 3. It does work. It's just a little bit, the soundtrack is a bit choppy because of this scratch right here, I'm pretty sure. If it would focus, that would be just so great. Come on. You can kind of see it. It's really hard to see. Focus up, camera. Come on. There you go. You can kind of see it there. It's a bit deeper than all the other ones. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep it, though. Just because it's so cool to find a PlayStation game for $2. But it does work. I played a little bit of it. I don't know the story behind it, so none of it made sense. But it does kind of work. I don't know. Maybe that one I'll take back. But that one works. World Is Not Enough. You see the opening cutscenes are playing. If I press start. There we go. Well, that's good. We got new game, movies, options, continue. So that's good. So World Is Not Enough does work. So I'm not shocked that South Park didn't work. I mean, look at all this crap on top of it. I mean, it looks like it's been completely destroyed. So, yeah, not surprised. Does suck, though, but South Park is definitely going back. Now on to Phantom Menace. Alright, so after further testing, we have concluded Rugrats works. Railroad Tycoon works, Flintstones Bowling works, and The World Is Not Enough works. These three were the ones that did not work. South Park didn't even load. Like, the disc never even spun, so that's definitely going back. Phantom Menace, it tried to load, but it did not work. And then I am going to take back Tomb Raider 3 because the scratch in the middle, I just don't think that's gonna let us progress very far in it if I ever end up playing it, so 3 of them are going back, getting $6 back off of that, but honestly, not a bad haul, if I do say so myself. It took a little cleaning with some alcohol. If any of y'all are wondering, I just use these alcohol prep pads here, like for medical injuries and stuff. They work just fine for cleaning electronics and cleaning discs and all that. So yeah, I'll take those games back tomorrow. So, any thoughts?
Yay!
Are you happy that your Rugrats game works?
Yeah, that's the only one I really cared about.
So you guys have heard that I sell stuff on eBay. I have an eBay store that's open right now. Some stuff probably still up on it right now when you're watching this video, but I'd had some Blu-rays listed for the last like 2 or 3 months. They weren't selling. People weren't looking at them. And it's because they weren't really all that valuable. They weren't desirable. And my car right now needs its front end rebuilt. So I'm in the need of some money. So all this stuff in this bag right now is going to Game Exchange. I got some comic books in there. I got Guitar Hero 3 that I had listed on eBay for like the last 6 months that nobody wanted to buy. So we're going to see how much they give me. Hopefully I'm hoping maybe $50 into the bank account, and I'm hoping they take all of this because I don't want to bring any of this home. Because most of this stuff I either bought to rip to my media server, already done that, it's over with. Stuff like, I don't know, this Batman Superman movie here, this I ripped to my media server, this I just bought at Goodwill one day because I thought it would be fun, and it's just taking up space. The main thing here is space. I don't have any more space for more physical media, so I got to get rid of some of the stuff that I don't really watch anymore. I have like 3 copies of Star Trek from 2009. I don't need 3 copies of that, so I'm getting rid of this Blu-ray. Ant-Man, I have a Steelbook, don't need that. Independence Day Resurgence, this movie is bad, so I'm getting rid of that. Basically just stuff I'm never going to watch again, stuff I have extra copies of, and just downsizing a bit. This definitely isn't a lot of my current Blu-ray collection. This is just the stuff I could convince myself that I need to get rid of. But we're going to find out if most of this stuff goes to Game Exchange or if it comes home to me and gets immediately relisted onto eBay. All my stuff was taken, pretty much. The only thing they couldn't take is this Shark 4 movie collection, and I'm thinking it's because this is a Walmart bargain bin title. I think it's print on demand because they've got barcodes on the discs. I'm not necessarily sure if that's what that means, but they could not take this. But everything else they took.
How much did you get?
I was offered about a little over $60 in store credit.
69, which I would have taken that, to be honest.
Well, I need the money. I need the cash.
Yeah.
And I got $47.90 in cash, which I said earlier I was expecting $50, so they lowballed me pretty much. So that, I mean, it doesn't surprise me honestly because those were really low dollar items. Like
the DVDs were 10 cents each.
Yeah, they gave me 10 cents for those, which doesn't surprise me. I would have thought though that the WrestleMania one that I had would have garnered me a little more, just a little extra, considering that right now is worth about $13 if it sells on eBay, but 10 cents.
You know, that actually isn't terrible because, you know, like at half-price books, you get like nothing. You like have like $50 and like best we can do is like $5.
I've never sold at half-price books before. This is my first time ever doing a trade-in.
I do half-price books
at any place, and gotta be honest, as I was watching them count out my stuff, I don't know, man. It made me feel a little bit sad to see that stuff go.
Even though the terrible stuff?
It's bad, don't get me wrong. Like, all of the movies I traded in, like Escape Plan 2... Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter...
I was not sad to see that go.
Ready Player One. Like, these are movies that I watched once. Either I hated them or I'm never going to watch again. Like, I traded in, like, The Hunt, The Girl in the Spider's Web. Like,
The Hunt was like 20 cents.
Movies that I'm never going to watch again. I don't know, though. I mean, when a movie comes into my collection, I feel kind of attached to it.
Oh my gosh.
It's weird, you know?
No, I get it. I used to get that way when I would like trade in books. Now I hoard my books because I want to save them for my kids. And you know, when I was a teenager, I never thought about that. I was like, oh, that's a book I read when I was 5. Bye. But
I get attached to stuff easily, which I know. You know that. That's part of why I call myself a collector. It's because I get attached to stuff easily. I don't like to see it go. But the part about selling the stuff on eBay is like, especially if I sell it to a viewer, like I know it's going to a good home. And I know that somebody's actually going to appreciate it for...
Like this, you don't know.
Yeah, this I have no idea where those movies are going to, which honestly, some of them I don't really give a shit where they go to.
Can I just say, my skin looks so good in this lighting. If you want a skincare routine, let me know. I'm just kidding, no one cares about my skin.
Oh, we got another guy bringing in some trade-in stuff.
He just...
That's nice. That's great.
His drum set got stuck in the door!
He had a rock band drum set. That's nice, man.
It just got hooked in the door.
Why don't you show them the stuff that you bought?
Oh, yeah.
She actually was nice and bought me a game.
Haha, I'm nice to you all the time. Okay, I'll show them the one that I got for you. Is this for you, like the original Xbox or 360? This is for him.
Midway Arcade Treasures, because I like old arcade games and I like compilations.
Yeah, I'm not too interested.
But it's got fun games on it. It's got like Rampage. I feel like you'd like Rampage.
I mean, I'd like Tampa. I'm just kidding. I know your streaks are.
Yeah, Rampage is fun. Root Beer Tapper, Paperboy, Gauntlet, Joust, like old arcade classics.
I got Battle for Bikini Bottom on Xbox, and I'm excited because I watched him play it on the PlayStation.
PlayStation 2.
And yeah, PS2. And I'm like, I want to play it, but like I don't want to f up your progress. And I'm like, okay. So
it's one of my favorite games on anything right now. I mean, I'm not fully done with it yet. I'm in the third room, like the third area of Bikini Bottom, but it's like a SpongeBob fan's dream. It's like mostly fan service, but it's fan service done right, and the gameplay is really fun, and I'm loving it. So now,
except I know whenever you like lose or mess up, you're like, oh, you get so mad. I'm like, okay.
This is supposed to be a game for children, and I'm messing it up, so I get mad at myself.
Well, I'm excited to play it.
Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it.
Is Plankton a genius? Answer yes. Okay, checklist complete. Throw in the switch.
Hi, buddy. What you doing? Are you being a ham? You are? I can see your lips. Can you see this paw? Can you see it? How about this one? Say, no, don't touch my paws, Dad. Can you see?
Leave that baby alone.
You want your toy? Oh. Say yeah.
Give that. Give that to baby.
You're such a good boy.
Kiss mom.
He says, don't touch it, baby.
Let me see this. You wanna play? Mom, don't hit baby with toy. It has catnip in it.
Look at those teeth. Look at those teeths.
Hey.
Show your teeths.
Show the teeth.
Show your teeths.
Look,
Look at those teeths. Hey.
Here, what? Get ready.
Smile.
Cheese.
Hey, all right. What's today? The 28th? I think January 28th. Snowpocalypse is hitting tonight, apparently. It is like borderline blizzarding here in Louisville, and this doesn't happen normally in Kentucky. At least the most we get of snow is probably like 1-2 inches max, and it's usually over a period of a couple of hours. This has been over the period of at least 30 to 45 minutes of it just relentlessly snowing. And everyone in this city right now of Louisville, Kentucky, that I know at least, is like freaking out. My parents are freaking out. My dad just got home, actually, from work, which is about an hour later than he usually does, because the roads are so icy right now. He said he was on one of the back roads, and he wound up sideways and almost rear-ended a truck. So that was great. And I gotta show you this too. I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard to show you because you can kind of see it. Come on. You kind of see it there. I mean, it's very much not ideal conditions right now to drive on, so that's fun. Disney Movie Insiders is a service that I use. Basically, it's like a rewards program for Disney movies. You input these codes and you get points, and you can redeem them for stuff. It's pretty simple. It was one of the first places to actually do this kind of point system. And I've been using it for a long time. I've been sitting on like 16,000 points for the longest time, and they were having a sale this last week. You could get a bunch of Blu-rays for reduced point totals. So I picked up Captain America the Winter Soldier on 3D Blu-ray, as well as Age of Ultron on 3D Blu-ray, and Civil War on 3D Blu-ray. Now, I bought these, well, bought in quotation marks, because I just redeemed points for them. I think these were like 900 points each, so it was like close to 2,000 points I used to redeem for these things, which is the price for like one of these. I remember this one in particular sat at like 2,000 points, and I was like, that's just not worth it. I bought them mainly because I have been sitting on, like I said, close to 16,000 points now, and I just wanted to redeem them because Disney is going to start expiring your points if you haven't been using them. So I'm like, well, got to use them at some point. Might as well get some movies that I love. Anna Hope has a 3D TV over at her house, which we're going to take with us when we eventually move out. So yeah, getting to watch these in 3D will actually be pretty cool. And this also gives me some digital download copy codes to give away to you guys, because I don't need them. I already have these movies on Vudu and Google and all that stuff. I don't need the digital download copy codes. So you guys will be getting them. I'll be posting about them on Twitter at some point. Well, by the time you're seeing this video, I'll probably have already given these away. But now I have them to give away here. The only downside about these is the fact that they don't come with slipcovers. That's always been something with Insiders that's pissed me off, is they don't send their movies out with slipcovers, even though these originally had slipcovers when they first came out. So this is the aftermath of Snowpocalypse 2022. There's a little bit of ice left on the driveway. It's like 12:30 right now, so most of it's melted off the roads and stuff. But last night was fun. We're back from Great Wolf Lodge. I can't make this up. They canceled work tomorrow. UPS actually canceled a shift for tomorrow. That doesn't happen. I've been at UPS for almost 5 years at this point, and we've been through countless winters. Well, about 5 winters at this point. And each winter there were rumors that UPS was going to close because of snow, because of ice. And each time it turned out to be bull, because UPS... I don't want to say they don't care about their employees, but I don't think they understood that some of their people couldn't actually get to the facility, because I remember one year we had like half of our staff because it had snowed the night previously, and a lot of people's neighborhood roads weren't treated. I know personally myself, it took me probably 20 minutes longer to actually get there because I couldn't get up my hill as easily as I could have if there wasn't snow on it. So, again, I don't want to say they don't care, because that, I personally don't know if they don't care or not, but from the way they act, they don't seem to hold a lot of regard for employees' abilities to actually get to work during these snowstorms. But we have an ice storm that's quickly approaching Kentucky right now, and it's supposed to start tomorrow morning. Sorry, I have an itch on my leg that I keep trying to scratch without any of you noticing, but too bad, just acknowledged it. It's supposed to start icing very early on Thursday morning. Today's Wednesday. It's supposed to start icing tomorrow morning. And I get a text from my supervisor saying, hey, work is canceled tomorrow. And I'm like, I send him back, you're shitting me, right? Because it's literally, this has never happened. At least never happened in my history of being there. Now, I haven't been there as long as some other people have, but so I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow now. Hopefully I'll have power, but I don't know. We're all just kind of preparing for what's going to happen. There was a huge ice storm in 2009, which I was alive to see, of course, and it was horrible. Like, it was absolutely horrible. 1 to 2 inches of ice on the ground for at least a week. Awful, awful thing. But this storm is going to be significantly less than that, but it's still serious, of course. But at least it's not that. So I'm not quite sure how to judge this. Tell you what, I'm going to be praying hard tonight, because I don't want to get caught up in this storm and have to sit down by our fireplace and try to warm up.
Dude.
I was told that I should vlog me taking apart this GameCube. I just recalibrated the laser. Hopefully it works. But if not, I guess I'll...
That's what you look like with your hair straightened.
Why are you so dumb? God, this is why I drink. It's because of you.
You look like Tobuscus. So
I don't.
Tell him he looks like Tobuscus.
No, I don't.
A misc of rant. A misc. I haven't even had anything to drink yet. A mix of Tobuscus and Rand Paul.
You're about to look like you just splattered inside of a GameCube.
I'm gonna splatter on you. Do not put that.
Hey, buddy, did you help Dad fix the GameCube?
Okay, I got hospital to do its thing.
Well, that's good. He didn't really help me much. He just kind of batted around a few screws.
Oh, baby, help. Oh, baby, good job.
If by help you mean almost gave Dad a heart attack when he picked up a screw with his mouth and almost ran off with it. But, the old boy works. If you know anything about GameCubes, you know that there's a little resistor that is underneath the disk drive assembly. And to give that laser just a little bit more power, all you have to do is just tweak that diode just a little bit, and then your laser will basically work like new. You don't want to tweak it too much because your laser will burn out quicker that way, but at least for now, our GameCube is functional again. Well, fully functional. It wasn't bad earlier, it just... Some games like Agent Under Fire, Lego Star Wars 2, and Super Monkey Ball wouldn't load unless you booted them like 5 or 6 times. And that gets annoying fast. So we fixed that problem. And the reason I wanted Agent Under Fire to work is because I have this memory card here that's got some hacks on it that lets you boot Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games because I don't have the boot disc for the Game Boy player. So with this hack with Agent Under Fire, I can use my Game Boy player. So that's fun. Here's a brief look at our little GameCube collection here. You'll see I put some of my titles in it, like Clone Wars, Mario Kart Double Dash. But this primarily has been built up through both of us just buying titles that we like. So that's fun. It's a decent library. We got some heavy hitters here, like, again, Mario Kart and Metroid, and, again, Super Monkey Ball. Would love to have Luigi's Mansion one day. That'd be a fun game to add to the GameCube library. Would also love to have Rebel Strike. I just have the preview disc right now. I don't have the actual game. But yeah, pretty nice little GameCube library here. Since this console right here has become incredibly expensive to collect for. Well, Ice Storm's been a bust. It's literally just been raining all day. And it keeps getting pushed back saying, oh, the ice is going to start at 1. Oh, the ice is going to start at 2. The ice is going to start at 3. Well, what is it now? Almost like I can't see my clock. Oh! What is it now? Almost 4 o'clock. And now they're saying, oh yeah, the ice is going to start at 4, guys. It's going to start anytime now. Man, that was a whole lot of fuss for nothing. Alright, I stand corrected about the ice storm. Well, storm in quotation marks, because it's like very lightly sleeting outside. And the weather people are like, yeah, it kind of didn't do anything. We don't know why, but it's definitely going to snow tonight, so don't go anywhere. And I'm like, okay. And it's hit 32 degrees, which is the freezing point, so I'm like, okay, took it long enough to get here, didn't it? But, yeah, I'm home now. I went to Hope's for a little bit, just because I figured it wasn't going to do anything. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll go over there. But then it wound up sleeting, so I'm like, well, gotta go home now, because I'm not getting stuck over here. Because I don't have any of my stuff for work and all that, so... Weather's weird. Well, the ice did in fact come, and it came with a vengeance. Because, it's all over my vehicle. It took me like 20 minutes to actually get inside my car, because my door was frozen, and having to scrape off my windshield. That was fun. UPS, I just want to go ahead and say y'all made a really dumb decision by canceling work yesterday and not canceling today. You definitely should have canceled today and had us go in yesterday, but at the same time I can't really fault you, because everybody in the state, including the weather people, thought that yesterday was going to be terrible, but it turned out it wasn't terrible. So, but I'm still blaming you. I'm still blaming you, because it's always your fault. Alright, so I'm finally getting back into filming for my Escape remake here. I told you guys during the update video that I was going to finish that within the next couple of weeks, and now I'm getting ready to do it. And I came up with this pretty good idea to not totally damage my childhood old-style Oliver. I've got these little bits of, like, wrapping paper or something, and I'm just going to put it, like, around him, kind of like this, and then just tape it down. Not too tight or anything, just with like some cheap Scotch tape. But it shouldn't damage the model any, and I don't have to do any like permanent customization to it. Just make a quick little scrap Oliver, and then same thing with Toad here, because you can see in the episode he's kind of battered up too. So definitely throw some little scrap detail on these two, make them look kind of beat up a little bit with this nice little brown paper. I think this came from like an eBay lot or something I bought off of eBay, and the seller used this for packaging or something. So yeah, garbage actually does have some value. I'll show you guys when it's done. Alright, so as you can see, I'm pretty much done here. I used up all that little paper trash there, and I was going for the vibe of like the workmen on the other railway just put like some old rags on top of Oliver and Toad. Like, they're not completely just bashed to shit like they are in the episode, but in my version, they just threw some old rags on top of them to try to hide them better. And if you can tell, I tried to cover up both of their GWR symbols and such, kind of like, you know, the workmen on the other railway didn't want people finding out that they were from the Great Western Railway, so to not risk the Great Western Railway finding out that they were there or something. I don't know. It's just, and it just basically in my version and in my budget, they were trying to hide the fact that they were from the Great Western Railway. I hope that comes across in the actual remake, and how these models came together. And again, it's just some cheap Scotch tape thrown on. The models are not going to be permanently deformed like this. But I think they turned out pretty well. I think I'm going to try to write scrap on some of these. It probably won't look too great, but I'm going to do my best. And this way I have a little cheap little custom of Oliver and Toad for my Escape remake. So I was browsing eBay the other day, and I came across a particular piece of custom fodder for Star Wars The Black Series figures. I'm not a huge customizer of figures. I'm not really a customizer of anything, actually. I don't have a lot of design skills when it comes to artwork. But a thing about this Director Krennic figure that has bugged me for years. This plastic, kind of traffic cone-esque cape. See, he just... You can't do much with this. I mean, it literally just, like, I can sit it up like that. It stays up like that. Now, I do like the detail that's in it. You know, some little, like, etching marks and such, but it's just a plastic shell, basically. Krennic isn't really an action-oriented character, so I guess it works. But I don't know. I kind of wanted more freedom when it comes to Krennic and his weird plastic cape. So I came across this little piece right here on eBay, and I think it's going to be a huge help to giving my Director Krennic figure more of a shelf presence. So I think you all could guess what it was going to be. It's a custom cape. It's an actual cloth cape, very thick material. It's also wired, so you can pose it in whatever way that you want, and it will actually stay that way. I love wired capes. I have a wired cloak that is currently on my Anakin Skywalker figure, which I'm using as a representation of dark side Anakin Skywalker if he never fell into Mustafar's lava. So I love the wired stuff. This is only my second wired piece in my collection right now, but this already looks 1,000 times better than this weird kind of plastic traffic cone cape. I mean, don't get me wrong, the detailing on it's really good. I just wish it was cloth, and I wish it was wired. I wish it wasn't a weird plastic piece. This will actually look so much better on this Krennic figure. The tone of his uniform doesn't quite match the tone of this cape, but that could be from the fact that I've had this figure out of its box for probably close to 5 years now, and it could have just naturally yellowed because white figures tend to yellow. I've got a couple clone troopers up there that have kind of yellowed that are up on my display right now. I'm pretty sure that by the time I'm, in my 30s, this will probably be on its way to being quite yellow. Same with those clones and stormtroopers and such, but that's just what happens with white plastic when you expose it to the natural elements of things. But it does look really nice. I'm excited to get him up on my display with Grand Moff Tarkin. Almost called him Grandma Tarkin, but that's an inside joke between me and Hope. I'm excited to get him up on that display, and I'll show you pics when it's done. We just got out of Jackass Forever. What do you think?
It was so good.
It was hilarious. That's actually my first Jackass movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Apparently the other three are like that style of humor, and if that's the case, I'm gonna watch them very soon because that was funny. I very much enjoyed that.
It was hilarious.
It just, man, the kind of stuff that those dudes put themselves through for the sake of just pure entertainment. I mean, it's got to be commended.
The pogo stick to the ball is just...
That literally, made me squeal. I was like, oh my gosh. There are several stunts in there involving the male genitalia that I was like, oh god!
The one that really got me was when the guy swallowed the pig excrement. That, I was like, no. That...
Yeah. She was she literally curled up into a ball.
I was in a ball for that.
That was the funniest part. I gotta say, I have not laughed that hard at a movie in a long time.
That's my favorite one of the year. What's the other one we saw this year?
This is the only one we've seen.
Are you sure?
This is the only 22 movie that we have seen.
I thought we saw that stupid James Bond movie.
No, you're thinking of Kingsman. That was in 2021.
Kingsman was in 2021?
We saw it in 2022, but it came out in 2021. I have not laughed that hard at a movie in a long time. Oh my gosh. And the crowd was decently sized. Our theater was almost packed.
Well, we had a very well-behaved crowd.
Yeah.
They laughed appropriately.
They didn't talk.
Yeah, we had a great crowd. For it being crowded.
Yeah, I mean, we had a decent selection of seats, but our theater was probably 80% full.
He had to sit next to somebody else.
I don't care.
I do.
But I was like, oh my gosh.
I don't like to sit next to people. I like to have a space in between, so that's why I made you have that seat.
They were all really into it though. So they were all very respectful. We haven't been to a movie with that big of a crowd since Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. We had to sit next to people, which I wasn't a fan of, but because if I have the choice to not sit next to somebody, I'm not sitting next to somebody.
But I had a great time. That was just a fun theater experience. I don't know. There's no plot. There's no story. There's really no performances. It's gonna be tough for me to review this thing because I'm there's like nothing here to talk about
It's like
beyond just how funny it is.
little clips all compiled into a movie.
Because wasn't Jackass a show before it became a movie series?
I thought it was.
I feel like it, because the MTV logo is before this movie, so I'm like, I think it was an MTV show, and then Johnny Knoxville made it into a movie. So
But he's hilarious.
the stuff that man has gone through, Steve-O, Johnny Knoxville, all those people, I mean,
Wee man.
their bodies have got to be destroyed at this point. But yes, Jackass Forever. If you haven't seen it, go watch it because it's hilarious. And if you're a dude, you're probably gonna cry because of all the things that happen to our areas, and we can all sympathize. Look who's at entertainment for the first time! Aren't you so excited?
I'm so pumped.
Jared, did you bring the Oliver? Bro, you were gonna kill that.
No, that's his.
Nice. Hey, all the
They're all gonna kiss.
Hold on, let me get
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty tall. You hop on me.
Yeah.
Bro, is that Octane in train form?
Do it. You won't.
Okay, but hang on. I gotta wait till he's like after this curve because I don't want to risk him.
He's scooting.
And then, yo, I'm gonna go ahead and grab so he doesn't.
It's funny if you just totally did not grab it whatsoever.
Alright, thank you.
Look at him go! The models do. Okay,
Beautiful.
one break,
This will definitely be in rail too.
This is pavement.
It's more than beautiful, you know.
Oh yeah.
This is pieces of wood. Yeah.
Yes. Just to flex on everybody.
Man, why you gotta do that to me? I still don't have one of those. Been around for 10 years, still don't have one.
And I ran into one of these.
Oh,
I feel so good being a real
that one's got like the best claw, I think,
Oh yeah.
out of all of them.
So you know.
I know, I have plenty.
What a badass we look, you know.
Yeah, see, they got food over there. And then they've got the fun house that we did last time I was here.
What is that?
It's like carnival stuff. It's kind of fun. You'd probably like it.
You know, I've never been in the fun house.
You should try it. It's fun.
Hey man.
It's your first time in the layout. Look at you. Hey, SNL. Maybe that's when it was actually funny. Yo, is that the metallic James?
Bro, yeah. It's the boy.
It's beautiful.
The second time I'm seeing that in person.
It's beautiful. I love it.
He's special. Him and Hero both get to come with me usually every time I'm in here.
That bridge looks familiar. It's almost like we filmed on that.
And you did. Just with you know a person that we.
Too bad
Don't speak up.
Too bad that video's gone. That was a really good video.
Look at the water.
Yeah, real running water.
That is so cool.
I think it's starting to brighten up in here. I think it's daytime on the layout now.
Wait, they do that?
Yeah.
I did not even know that.
Hey, who's that? You're right.
Wow.
Good job.
Man, it's more, like there's always damage on that side in particular every time.
He's a beach duck. Put him back in the water. Good question. I don't know.
Do you know? Into space. I was thinking like New York. Space.
Well, it says a replica, so maybe it's not an actual engine because they can't put that into space.
It's like I mean, they made a book about Thomas going to the moon, so...
Yeah, that's not canon.
A horse beat the top-up locomotive in an 1830 race. Why? Because the horse had motorized legs.
The top.
Okay, well, I was close. Like, it looks like you're on an airplane taking a picture down below. Like, this is like a real...
No one else can know. Everyone just can't look it up.
He's the only one that likes us.
Oh no, what's up with that crap?
Oh, wait. There, he got everybody low.
Oh, yep, there they are.
Hi. Hello.
Oh my God! Edward's not dead. Look.
Oh, there he is.
Look, Mattel. Yeah, but Mattel tried to kill him off, but they did. You know.
Who is in charge of the movement of a train?
Hey. Okay, well, I was gonna say...
You can put that back down.
Hey, I was gonna say that too.
Yeah.
Will you pass the driving game?
Probably not.
Okay, I got it. Whistle, throttle, brake. Oh my God. Slow down. Slow down, dummy. What is wrong with you?
Hit the brake.
Oh.
Oh, it's interactive.
Okay, you can go faster now.
You can go faster.
Kissy?
Turn the brake off.
I'm getting Railway Adventures vibes right now.
Go fast. Oh, we have to blow the whistle. Okay, I read that.
February beat up, so.
What else to get here? He stopped.
She's a real. Yeah, she's.
Slow down. Slow down. Alright, now hold on. We gotta see. If it's all red, you stop. Alright, speed up a little. Because I can't see the light.
Just keep it on slow. You're fine right now.
We just gotta be going slow. This is really serious. No pressure. Get off. No pressure.
Move.
This is my train. What do you think is going on here? This is not common. This is my train! Now look.
I like trains.
Look, we're gonna have to
Look,
stop.
there's a train right there. You might want to stop soon.
Okay. No pressure. No pressure. Stop all the way. Oh my God!
She's a real one.
Keep going. Oh my God.
Keep going.
Slow down, maybe.
Why do I have to keep going?
A little bit. Slow down. It didn't say whistle though, so nobody.
Let off the brake.
Freaking go off the brake.
Alright.
They told me to slow down, so I was just slowing down. Can you reach the station? This is very stressful.
That's a pretty sharp bend.
Wait, am I supposed to do something?
No.
Okay.
Just be slow.
And then I'm gonna stop because I'll run into that. Correct? No. Alright.
有马，
Did I make it?
停下来，让马伸手，不要动，停下来。She just won another Fortnite match.
All done.
Number one victory royale.
Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down.
Get down.
I would have brought my future children to a Day Out Thomas event, but I don't think that there's ever going to be another one again.
Only bingo players can play. That is a very specific.
Alright guys, the vlog, it's wrapping up, and oh my God, round 2. I didn't think, no, no, I'm putting my foot down. James isn't here to stop me this time either.
Welcome to the Matrix.
Dude, he broke the Matrix last time.
I did.
And I'm out! Tyler broke the Matrix!
What? Bye. The last mini of the day.
Dude, last minute of the day.
What?
Is it going to be worth anything? Probably not.
I guess we can just go up there with the others.
I have that one.
Oh,
bad one.
that one's kind
He's
of
got an
cool.
orange on his mouth. That's actually kind of legit.
That one's kind of cool.
This one and this one were originals from when we met up like nearly a year ago. These three are new.
I just thought I lost that Diesel Sydney, and I was like, oh, it's up there.
Although,
What? Tyler,
So they
what
just-
happened to that? Oh, I don't know.
I wouldn't be opposed.
So they just keep them up there? They don't take them down? Like,
Well,
wow.
the two of them were up there still, and we're kind of like, bro, can we get like a whole thing?
Get a whole thing going here. Race to the wharf. What?
Yeah, dude. Braden was like at a trade show. He's like, hey, does anyone want some stuff? I see this for $65. I'm like, okay, I'll take that. I'll pay you for it.
Yeah.
And Tyler over there, he got that Thompson Zeus at the Zeus.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good.
I only got that for the aquarium.
I was going to say that's where the aquarium came from.
Yeah.
That piece is epic, dude.
The fish don't spin.
That's I
And this.
Crank. I thought
got
it
this.
would.
Not the
Oh, the cargo crane?
with the crane, which is somehow still new after all those years.
Oh, there's Metallic Hero.
Yep. I brought the whole metallic. crane.
There's my boy. There's Metallic Thomas and Gold Thomas and
I mean,
Brio Duke. What? They made this?
They did.
Yeah.
This is like a thing?
Oh yeah.
Wow. He looks pretty epic, not gonna lie.
His face is great.
That is a really good face.
Spencer, nah. I mean,
Dude, get the most useless thing they have. Harold.
Jeremy.
Emily.
Emily's kind of. Yes. Okay, so let me think. I'm not
Put that camera on me. I don't want them to know it's me. They probably.
Oh, God.
I don't like his face.
His face is not good, but the model itself is pretty good. None of these faces are top notch.
We played with Wooden Railway. I don't expect our opinions to have much value.
Oh yeah.
My opinion doesn't have much value as it is because of my political leanings, so you should get Busy Bee James.
No, I'd
Dude,
rather.
you should get that train set over there for $40.
Come on, man.
What train set?
Come on, man.
No,
Come on, Andrew.
Put that back.
Come on, Andrew.
Put it back.
I told you you had to buy 2 Bachmans, so here's your second one.
At least let him get normal. Dude, let him get normal.
So get 2 of these.
What's 5 minutes?
So get 2 of them.
Bro, you want
I
that?
don't like bees. I'm scared of bees.
This is the last James.
It is the
I already
last.
have a James.
Cool, we can
Get
have
it.
another.
Yeah, get another James. That's a cool cargo
I don't know
car.
about this.
Hey, bro, you want to play trains?
I do want to play trains.
Wow.
You connected them.
Alright, someone tried to talk me out of it or talk me into it.
Dude, that's so awesome. Get it.
I told you to buy it.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm seriously like, I don't have any room for it though.
There's always, dude. It's still got the box. You can stack it.
But then I would feel like I just wasted $40 on nothing.
You didn't. Then you own it. You could. It's fine.
I don't think I can do it.
It's fun,
I don't think I can do it.
bro.
I don't have anywhere to put it.
It's so great.
I'm sure it is. I'm gonna spend $21 on a mail van.
Oh yeah, I mean they got.
Dude, these are actually dope though.
Wait, do they have the little UPS trucks? Oh, they do.
They got upstrap.
They do.
Oh, they don't have the cool one.
No, they don't have the brown van.
Yeah, they do.
That's not the one I was thinking of.
Oh, are you thinking of like the full-on delivery?
Yeah, the full-on delivery van. Those are the ones I see most often.
Where is it? Where is it?
What do you mean?
Where is the Busy Bee James?
There's still Busy Bee James, dude.
Dude, okay. Cool. Let me just read this real quick. Hold on. Listen, moving eyes. Listen, if it's a free. Cool, sweet. I'm a Busy Bee James. Sure. There it is. Sure. Why not? Cool, guys. Great.
Just return it if
Funny.
you have to.
No, it's a little too late for that. I'm content. You said 2 bottles.
Andrew, you want a hug?
You in the future?
No, I'm walking.
I'm walking away.
Oh, don't worry. Metallic James, you know, he's doing A-okay.
Bro, I don't know what you did, but
enough.
I'm very nervous right now. Let's do an inventory of what's gone, okay? My Oliver's gone, so is my Toad.
I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
And so is Metallic James.
Yeah, they're all gone. Yeah, just you're
Okay, I found my James thing. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
It's gonna be harder. I don't know why. You're gonna have some tough times. Okay.
Watch this.
Man, it wasn't even me that did it.
That's whatever. Fuck.
I'm not gonna.
What'd you do with it?
Oh, you know, I mean, you know.
What'd you do with it?
I didn't do anything with it.
No, not you, him.
Warm.
Oh, yeah.
Warm.
Did you put it on the back? You son of a...
I could have made it a lot harder. I'm a terrible.
I'm just happy that you didn't put it on like the railing here, so it would fall like on the layout. I was gonna be.
I thought about it. Oh, hey, James.
I was gonna be so pissed off.
I mean, I thought about it for a second.
Dude, you should have like put it down like next to
I thought about dropping it on the tracks. It's perfect.
Yeah, and then derailing it, and then they're like, oh, you guys are...
Tommy boy!
Hey, boy.
He's my favorite.
Trains.
I think...
45 minutes away from home. Where else do we stop? Of course we stop at Waffle House, right?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I've not been here since prom night.
So good.
So we just got out of Uncharted. I thought it was good. I was actually kind of surprised. I was entertained. Was it stupid?
You know what I did?
Yes.
The 5-year-old's sitting behind us.
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
Is it completely just nonsensical? Yeah. Is it probably one of the best video game movies made? Probably, because a lot of them are terrible, and that one wasn't terrible. So, what did you think?
I loved it a lot.
So the movie was good. What wasn't good was the 5-year-olds that were inside of it.
And then the 8-year-old in front of us.
Quite literally, there were little children inside of our theater. One of them sat in front of us, the other two sat behind us, and they would not stop talking.
One time I gave him a dirty look and the dad was like, shh.
Oh, I gave him a few dirty looks.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like,
First off,
you
why
need
are
to
they here? Like,
that's a PG-13 rated movie. Your 5-year-old child should not be in that film. Like, far be it for me to judge somebody else's parenting tactics, but you should not let your kids watch a movie like that.
Like-
if not even for the content, because there really wasn't much in there that was like
but
objectionable.
because they don't know how to act in a theater.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I get, as a parent, you want to see the movie, so, and, you know, you're in charge of the kids for the night, but you gotta understand, like, it's just that kid.
If your kid can't not make a comment every 5 seconds, like, who's that? Where are we? What language are they speaking?
Literally speaking Spanish. Said hola. What language is that? If you have to ask questions like that, you should not be in this movie.
And at full volume at that.
Like, literally in the middle of the movie. What language is that?
Like, it's a really quiet scene, and, like, we're dwelling on the emotion. Hey, did you guys hear about that thing that happened at school the other day?
And oh my, yeah, who is that? Daddy, I have to potty. Like, I know.
There were those 3 kids, and then a bunch of teenagers and adults. And surprisingly, the teenagers were actually good.
Can I show you what the 8-year-old did? He was sitting right in front of me, and his seat, like, the whole time. I was like, are you convulsing? Seriously, get a grip. It was not a good audience at all. Great movie, but
I don't think it's fair to say the whole audience was bad.
no, I was not pleased.
Those 3 children made it bad, but the rest of the audience was very respectful.
I don't care about them. My seat was surrounded by a terrible audience, and that makes up the whole audience for me. Like, I gave it a 0 out of 10. The movie is 10 out of 10. Love that movie. Audience was garbage, so.
Don't take your kids to a movie theater.
Please.
Don't do it.
It is. Alright, so this is Mini Brands Disney Store Edition, and I say let's just get into it. I'm about to open the first one, you better get it together. Oh, look! It's Bullseye!
Oh, mini Bullseye.
Wow. Woody's Roundup. Alright. Oh! It's the alien, the claw. So that's fun.
Cute.
Successful so far. It's Daisy's phone. See? From Minnie. It literally smells like chlorine. I'm so... Oh my gosh, look. It's a Cinderella doll.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm obsessed.
You got one more left.
We gotta open the prank one.
So I don't think it's a prank, but okay.
It is. Oh
Let
my
me see.
gosh. Oh, you got it.
Yep.
It's a... Oh!
Ah, Captain America shield.
Wow, you can have this one if you
I'll
want.
take that. That's so cute. Look at it. Cute.
Whoa.
Let's see what the ones that you could got
Oh,
that you could have gotten. I
cute.
swear I'm not having a stroke.
There's a Baby Yoda one.
Oh.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, you got a gold one. You
Wait,
got
dead ass.
you got that gold phone.
Oh my gosh.
You've never got one of those before.
Oh wow.
What's the phone normally look like?
Right here, it's pink. There's a Stitch. Look, right here. You would have flipped over that.
I would have.
See, there's toy mini brands, mini fashion.
Oh, look, you could get a little shelf.
Oh, how
Disney
sick.
shelf. So a funny thing about the eBay app, it doesn't always let you know when stuff you have listed sells. In my case, I just sold these 3 Captain America Blu-rays because I don't need them anymore. I have them on 4K now. I just sold them like a week ago, and eBay never told me. So I checked my app today, and I'm like, oh shoot, they sold. That's not good. I am so sorry to that seller, or that buyer. I guess I'm the seller in this case. I'm so sorry to that buyer that it's taken me so long to get these packed up and sent out to you. I apologize for that. I had no idea. And then, surprisingly enough, I checked. I just listed this like a day ago, and ESPN 2K5, it sold within like 12 hours, which probably means that I listed it a little bit too low, but whatever. It's a quick like $9-10 that I need. I think I'm gonna make like $8 profit on top of this because I only paid $1 for it at Goodwill, and it's complete. So that's fun. 2 eBay sales. That's great. And I keep forgetting to show these on the vlog. It's been like a week since I found these guys, but I did find Wong from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This wave of figures was just revealed like, what, a month ago? I'm already finding it in stores. And then the T'Challa Star-Lord What If figure I picked up from Game Exchange for $15. So pretty good price on that. But these are my last, like, oh my gosh, need to save for car repairs purchases again. These are kind of the last bastion of that. But I'm going to open these up because they're great, and I've been waiting to show them on the vlog. Haven't opened them for that purpose, so we're going to open them up. Okay, so first impressions of T'Challa Star-Lord. This is an animated figure. Like, this is in the animated What If style. This is from the animated series What If. I don't know. It's kind of weird to get used to, because, like, I know that's supposed to be Chadwick Boseman, but it looks like an animated rendition of Chadwick Boseman. And my Marvel Legends, you know, they're supposed to be humans, or at least my action figures, all of them at least, are supposed to be humans. Even my, you can see over there, my Rebels figures that I've got from the Black Series, they aren't in an animated style. If my camera would focus here, it's not going to focus, but that's okay. They're not in an animated style. They're in a realistic style. Am I going to get used to it? Probably. Is the figure really nice? Yeah. I mean, it's a greatly tooled figure. It's got nice articulation to it. I've played around with it a little bit. Is it a little bit too tall? I don't know. His legs look a bit too tall from this angle. I don't know. But I do like it. Like, I'm not trying to say that I hate it or anything. I do like the figure. It's just, it's going to take me a little bit to get used to that animated face. And then the accessories are his little guns, which are cool. I love the fact that we get a second head. Hasbro hardly ever does that with figures nowadays because they're cheaping out on stuff. But I love this second head sculpt with the Star-Lord mask and everything. That's probably going to be how he's displayed with the mask on. Alright, now Wong is out of his package, and I gotta say, this is the standout figure out of the two of these. Again, I don't hate this figure. It's very interesting what Hasbro tried to go with this animated look. But I mean, this is Wong. Look at that face. That's Wong right there. The eyes could maybe be a little bit better. It's kind of hard to see on camera. Oh no, they look decent. I don't know why they look so weird on camera, but off camera they look good. Maybe it's the whiteness of the eyes just being accentuated by the actual camera itself. But Wong is definitely the standout here. I love that face sculpt. The work on the robes, the colors and such is great. I made the comment while I was opening this figure, he's got incredibly baggy pants on. It's kind of like he's wearing like pajama pants or something. I thought that was funny. But I like this figure. I'm happy to finally have a Wong in my collection. I'm not sure if this is the first Wong that Hasbro has actually produced. But for his accessories, we've got these two little sorcerer discs that he's creating with his hands. And these are reuse from the Marvel Legends Doctor Strange, from the Spider-Man Far From Home wave. You can see my Doctor Strange over there. I need to find a place for him. So these are just reuse from that. But he does have another hand here. If it would focus, why is it having such problems focusing today? To where he can hold this sword. Now, I have not seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, so I don't know the context behind this sword, but it could be important. It could also just be an excuse for Hasbro to throw in another useless accessory, even though I was just commenting earlier with T'Challa that we don't get a lot of accessories, but when we do, most of them are useless and don't actually go with the character. So I don't know what the context behind this sword is, but I'm sure I'll know when I see in the Multiverse of Madness come... I think it comes out in May. Yeah, get yours. Let's try them both together. She went to this World Market thing today and was so nice and got me a cherry cola. That's lovely.
So this is French lemonade.
Don't you think that's nice, Trump Jr.? He says it's nice. What is that?
French lemonade.
What makes it French?
From France. Dummy.
Ooh, it's carbonated.
I had some with dinner. It's real good.
Sacre bleu.
It honestly just tastes like Sprite, but that is, if you have a World Market near you, it's pretty good.
Tastes like Sprite and lemonade.
Yeah. It's a little tangier than Sprite, but they're good.
Let's try.
Is it good?
Mmm. It tastes like it should be alcoholic, but it's not.
Mm-hmm. It's got a very distinct cherry flavor.
It's the aftertaste for me. Like, it reminds me of the Henry's Hard Soda that I got for Super Bowl. That's what that kind of tastes like. It's like it should be alcoholic, but I know it's not.
It reminds me of Cheerwine with more of an aftertaste. It's not a bad aftertaste. Mm-hmm. It's just cherry.
Yeah, I'm getting the Cheerwine off of it now.
Mm-hmm. They had more of this brand. I forget what else. It was like a regular cola.
Vitamins.
Hey, you got the extra big bag. That's right. We'll fill it up. Good job. Thank you for supporting Goodwill.
So I'm sitting here writing this paper on digital forensics, and the mail guy shows up. Or I guess it wasn't the mail guy. It was a UPS or FedEx guy. And he delivers this. And I'm like, that's a little weird. I don't remember ordering anything. But then I remember I placed an order on Walmart.com because something that I'd been wanting came into stock recently. And I was like, okay, I'll buy it. But it's in a padded mailer. You don't ship this inside a padded mailer. I'm just going to open it up. Okay, so it's opened up now. It's a shock trooper from the Bad Batch. It's a Walmart exclusive. And just look at this packaging. I mean, it's trashed. That's destroyed. There's literally, it's cracked here in the plastic. The top is completely messed up. Look at all those tears. I mean, I'm glad I'm not an in-box collector, because I would be very upset by this. I'm going to open it and keep the box, you know, just for if I ever want to sell it one day. But, I mean, look at this. This is ridiculous. This is why you don't ship action figures in padded mailers, Walmart. Every other time I bought a figure from Walmart, they've been shipped in cardboard boxes. The last time I bought a figure from Walmart.com was Asajj Ventress. She came in a box, like an actual cardboard box. Same thing with my Mandalorian. Was it the Mandalorian Loyalist figure, I think? That was a Walmart exclusive from the Clone Wars wave. That also came in a box. I've never had Walmart ship in padded mailers before. This is pathetic. On the plus side, like I said, I'm an opener. The figure itself looks really good. Paint job is great. The pauldron is a little weird. I think all figures are like this. This shock trooper figure's like this. It looks like it was glued a little bit too high. It just, I don't know. I think it was like this in the show. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched The Bad Batch, but it looks like it's a bit high up. You know, it should be like down just a little bit more, like maybe a millimeter or two down. It kind of restricts the head articulation. But the new clone body is fantastic. I love this body so much. The thing that I would change, though, these little shoulder pads, they're glued at the back. So this strap here is just free-flowing. And if you bend the clone's arms too much, they start to tear. Hey, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? We're gonna go see the Batman. She's not excited. I'm very excited, but she is not.
Yeah, we know. I got out of it last night.
That wasn't even by your own hand, but
Guess we'll never know.
that was just how it happened, because literally every showing in town was booked up last night. And it's pretty booked here. I mean, there's...
Oh my gosh, I don't want to sit by somebody I don't know!
That's why you're gonna sit by me.
Yeah, but there's another side.
How do you know?
Because that's how theaters work.
What if we're on the edge?
We're not.
How do you know?
Because you would never choose a seat like that.
What if that was the only seat available?
I don't know. I guess we'll just have to find out, huh?
Yes, we will. Because honestly, I don't remember where they are. Okay, so I'm out here at my Redbox, returning a movie, and, well, it's snowing. It snowed, well, like an inch or two out here right now. It's March. I thought we were done with this. We have another round of Disney mini brands.
The Starbucks barista spilled freaking Frappuccino on my leg, and I bought a Tide pen to fix it, and it freaking made it worse!
How do you know it made it worse? Just give it a minute.
It's not all the way dry, though, so it's fine.
Yeah, just give it a minute.
I can remake your drink. Can you remake my pants? Just kidding. But honestly, I don't want a refund after that. I'm not gonna lie. The Karen in me is coming out. Whatever. I was nice.
You were. Not now, but you were then.
No, I can be mean when she's not in front of me.
What if she sees this video?
I don't care. Don't spill drinks on customers. How about that?
I don't think it was intentional, but okay.
It probably was.
No.
Oh my gosh.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Baby Anna.
Oh.
You're like, oh.
Not what I wanted.
Well, there's like more. Hold on. That's so cute. It's a Marvel. Him, Captain Marvel.
That's a girl.
Yeah, I know.
Why'd you say him?
Because I didn't know it was a girl at first. I didn't read Captain Marvel. Can you just shut up?
You saw the movie, though.
Yeah, I know. I didn't read where it said Captain Marvel. Oh, shoot.
Oh, it's a little Stitch. Oh my god, he has a surfboard.
I know how much you love him. If you wanted him,
I love that.
you can have that one if you really want.
I love that. It's from the same line as the Captain Marvel one. It's Toy Box figures, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
Oh, it's a gold Lightning McQueen.
Woo!
Wait, it's a gold one. I think that's like special.
That might be special.
We'll have to read about it.
I'm Lightning McQueen.
This is this and
Oh, it's Leia.
yeah.
Look at that.
That's pretty sick, actually. Wow. Okay, did I get them all? I did. Okay, let's see if that Lightning McQueen's like rare or something.
Good pull. Honestly, this stuff is great.
It is.
The Disney ones have better pull rates than the regular ones do. Maybe because there's less of them.
It is. Look at that. I have the Daisy phone and that one.
Yeah.
They have a Forky, a Spider-Man,
They have a Yoda up there.
Stormtrooper. 1, 2, 3.
We just tried the Sweet Lightning flavor of Mountain Dew that's exclusive to Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's actually good.
It's pretty good. I don't know what I was expecting.
It's peach and honey.
Yeah, it's...
I'm here for it.
The more I drink it, the more I like it.
It caught me off guard. I was like, oh.
Because I didn't know what flavor it was going to be. So I was like... I guess that's why I was like... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. I like it.
I like it better than regular Mountain Dew. Better than the watermelon.
Well, anything beats the watermelon.
I don't know, I really like the watermelon.
The watermelon's trash.
There's one that is my absolute favorite. It's that, is it the yellow one? Or the orange? Maybe it's the orange tropical one.
You mean the Baja Punch?
Baja Punch is my favorite of all time, but I'd say it's a second.
It's good. I don't think it cracks my top three.
What are your top three?
Probably regular, Baja, and honestly, it's a tie between Code Red and Voltage.
Code Red is very good.
Actually, you know what? I haven't had Voltage in forever. Screw that. Spark. Code Red and Spark.
Smart.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, we just waited in the KFC line for like at least a half hour.
Oh, at least. I did talk to some geese, so it was fun for a while.
Sure. Sure. I don't know what was up with KFC tonight. We don't get KFC like at all, so I don't know how they're... I know, ironic, right? We're both from Kentucky. We don't eat KFC. But, like, what is up with the drive-thru line? It took forever. And then...
Like, it's not that great.
This is funny. We were sitting in the drive-thru line. We made our order. And then, like, 5 minutes go by. Can I take your order?
I already took it, dude.
You just took it. We haven't
moved.
We haven't moved.
That's how slow you're going. That
And
you thought somebody else was at the window.
So I rolled down the window. You took our order. We don't have your order.
Look harder.
What do you mean you don't have my order? Do you have the 4-piece?
No. 12.
What was your order? 12-piece? Oh, I got it right here. What the...
Thanks.
So remember that X-Men Wolverine 2-pack that I mentioned earlier in the vlog? I think I mentioned it earlier. Maybe it was somewhere else, but yeah, I bought it. Pops Comics has this point system where you earn a point for every dollar that you spend, and at 225 points, you get $25 off of a purchase. So they were selling this 2-pack for $70. I splurged because I had a $25 off amount of points. I splurged because I had the right amount of points. So 25 off of 70, that's what, 45 bucks? 47 with tax. Perfect price for this 2-pack. This thing is just amazing. And it's sealed. Like, this has never been opened before. Even the slipcover on it is sealed because this is a slipcover. So I cannot wait to open it. I have ordered the parts for my car. It's going to get repaired, guys. So I decided to splurge a little bit. Was it a lot? Probably. Do I need this? No. But is it amazing? Yes. So I bought it. And to prove to you that it is a slipcover, as I pull it off unceremoniously with one hand. Oh, come on. This is so hard to do, one-handed. Come out! Okay. There we go. There's your slipcover. Kind of cool. I think this was a PulseCon exclusive a few years ago. It goes for about 60, 70 bucks online, so getting it for 45 was a great deal. Look at that. Oh my gosh. There's Old Man Logan himself with a screaming head and a regular head. Old Man Charles Xavier in his wheelchair. 2 sets of claws, one regular and one bloody. Oh, this is great. I love this. I love this already. Oh man, I'm so happy that Marvel can make, Hasbro can make figures based on the old X-Men movies. This is a dream come true.
Pixar short of like the story about an abused pit bull and a black cat.
And there's, what are their names on there?
I don't think they have names, but it's called Kit Bull because one's a pit bull and one's a kitten, and it looks like Lando and Leia, and that's why we've been looking like everywhere for this. So,
would you get her some water?
hang on, we're filming.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Am I stupid? How does this come apart?
Here, you hold the camera. It's coming. Oh my gosh. I mean, isn't that amazing? Are the other ones usually wrapped in plastic?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
they should be. I feel like... Shouldn't it be like that? It's kind of... That doesn't look right.
What's wrong?
It's a little deformed.
They glued that wrong.
I wonder if we can...
It's supposed to look like that.
We can probably rip it off and re-glue it. You know what I mean? See, it's a
Okay, so it's a little like the plastic is bendable, so I think a little heat will fix that. I think it just got mismatched at the factory, but there it is. There's Kitbull.
It's our little Leia beans and our Stinky.
Literally, the short almost made me cry in the theater when we saw it.
Because it's the story of Leia and our Stinks.
This is literally them. They pulled a Kitbull moment the other night. Took me forever to find one of those, but...
See? It's my mommy.
Aww. She needs a little heart on her head. You're gonna draw that on there.
It's my little beans and Stinks.
It, you know, it kind of fits Stinks that he's falling over like that because that's just appropriate.
He falls everywhere.
Do you see it, Leia?
Where's my man?
He was in his box somewhere there.
Where'd you go, mister? You wanna be in Dad's vlog? It's a man.
Hi, bud. Look.
Look, baby, it's you. He says, Mom, I want those cupcakes.
It has big eyes like he does. Yeah, it has big eyes like you do. Hi, food.
Jump there. No, she did her face. Mommy loves you. Alright, run away. Bye.
Remember, God's forgiveness does not come in the absence of consequence. God's forgiveness comes in the presence of Jesus. The Lord has taken away your sin. You are not going to die. Let's pray.
So I have a Nintendo Switch, in case you can't see in front of you. I don't know why this is not focusing. This is really making me annoyed. There we go. Nintendo Switch. You know? The Switch is internal storage is astronomically tiny. So, like most normal people, I have a micro SD card in my Switch. It's a Samsung Evo 128 gig. It's nice, but it's starting to fill up. So, I made the choice to purchase a Samsung 256 gig Evo. Because Samsung makes pretty good micro SD cards and the Evos have been working for me. The problem is, when I bought it, it's got a crack in it. Look at the back there. That is a crack down the back. Now, I don't know if this was me that did it, trying to get it out of the package, or if it came that way. It didn't look that way in the pictures that the seller provided, but what I do know is trying to put it in my Switch wouldn't even power on. If you have a micro SD card inside of your Switch, it will power on, but if it doesn't recognize the brand, I guess, it won't power on. And it was getting abnormally hot inside of the port. Like, I would touch it and it was like, wow, that's really obscenely warm. So, bottom line, if you see Samsung micro SD cards like this on eBay, especially if they have a crack in it, don't buy it. I also don't think this is a real Samsung Evo. I'm pretty sure this was a fake, because it looks like it's a fake. And here is the adapter. Now, the adapter looks like it's real. The seller says that they accept returns, so if I can't get this to work, or if they don't offer me a refund or something, I'm definitely sending it back, because that's bull. And I need more storage on my Switch for when Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga comes out, because I pre-ordered it on Switch. By the way, that game looks amazing, and if I have to clear out all of my games off of this thing to play it, I will happily do so, but I would like to have more storage on my Switch. So I'm hoping the seller gets back to me soon, because this is weird. This is not good. Okay, since this is just going to be trying things for the last, 5 clips.
We got the new Starlight limited edition Coke. It's space flavored.
I don't know how they know what space tastes like.
If you look at it in the light, it looks kind of pink. So we're going to do a little taste test. I found it at Kroger today. I thought I'd never find it. So. It smells like regular Coke.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Hold on. Oh wait, I'm getting cotton candy hints. Hold on. It's good. One of my medications makes it, carbonated beverages, taste flat a little bit. But it tastes good.
Oh.
I like that a lot. It tastes like Spain. No, it tastes like, the fair. Let me get another taste.
It has an interesting aftertaste.
It's cotton candy, to me.
It tastes better than cotton candy.
Think so?
I think so. Cotton candy to me doesn't taste like anything. Big Red tastes like cotton candy, and I hate Big Red, so.
I like this a lot. I like it better than regular Coke.
I could see that.
Don't hate me, but I'm gonna go back to Kroger and get more tomorrow.
It's pretty good.
That's really dang good. I'm gonna have to give it a 10 out of 10.
It's pretty good.
So, go to your store and look for some Starlight Coke.
Hi, Pood.
You want some Starlight Coke?
You want some Starlight Coke? Oh, hi. Hi, do you want to be on camera?
Come here! Come here, girl! Come here, girl! I love you!
Pood, look at the camera.
Pood Ann, look. She's doing her face. Look, I found this Starlight Coke at Kroger today. It's space flavored. Do you want to try it?
How do you know what space tastes like?
That's what I said.
It could all end here tonight if we let it. So baby, let's be legendary, not ordinary. Let's stay together when all